This building is one of 3 downtown skyscrapers that were built in the late 1920s or very early 1930s. And if you notice, in the historic part of downtown, there are 3 historic skyscrapers: the Terry Hutchins building, which is practically across the street, the Times building, and this building. This building was built by 7 Huntsvillians who came together and formed an investment group and built the hotel. Opened in January of 1930. Unfortunately, if you pay attention to the dates, you know, the Great Depression, the Great Crash happened in October of '29, right before this building was completed. So it had sort of a slow start.
Yeah, it's named after Albert Russell Erskine, who was a Huntsville native who went on to do big things in the commerce and industry. He was president of Studebaker Motors. And so this group that Lynn referred to that raised, I think it was close to $300,000, which was a princely sum in 1927, 28, thought he would attract more investment capital. They thought he'd put some of his own investment capital into it. As it turned out, he did not. He put in like $500 just to say thank you for putting my name on this building. It
was a hub of activity from the day it opened in 1930 until about the 1960s. The arrival of the German rocket team caused so much growth here, and there was so much growth to the west of here. The Parkway was built, so much growth went out that way, and new motels, and that signaled the downturn of this building.
It was never the Carlisle or the Pierre. It was just, but for the Tennessee Valley, for this hub in the Tennessee Valley, it was the hottest thing between Nashville and Birmingham.
Right. Yeah, they had the first cocktail lounge in North Alabama. The restaurant was called the Gold Room, and one of their specialties was watercress salad, because Huntsville was the watercress capital of the world for quite a while. They had, you know, liveried bellboys. They had a barber shop here. They had a newsstand here. They had a beauty shop, a coffee shop. So it was really a thriving place. And when people were growing up in Huntsville, especially in the 40s, 50s, and 60s, if you had a big wedding that your church couldn't handle, or your wedding reception was probably here if you were from a wealthy family, your prom was probably here if you went to Huntsville High School. In fact, Betty Davis stayed here. She was in some kind of a production, and she stayed here. Governor Wallace, when he was governor, had his hair cut in the barbershop here. So
Hank Williams was a frequenting the place as well.
Oh, I didn't know that. Oh, that's cool.
As Lynn said, they stopped operating a hotel in mid-70s. In 1979, the original ownership group, which was known as the Huntsville Hotel Company, actually dissolved. And they had assets left over, and they distributed those for $229 a share or something like that. And they actually kind of got their money back, the original 7, which is almost unheard of, really, for a hotel. Old buildings like this were repurposed for affordable housing, primarily for the elderly.
And you look at all this intricate plaster work here, and especially in the ballroom, so much of that was missing, and so they hired a really good construction company, Joe Steele, and they did a tremendous, look at all this amazing trim work. You know, there would be pieces of this missing, so you have to recreate those and put those back, and they did an incredible restoration job and won several awards for it.
We did.
So, if anyone has any memorabilia from the Russell Erskine would be lovely to have it.
Yeah, we'd be glad to have it.